Hey friends, today I'd like to talk about one simple truth with you that I think we all understand. Life is hard, right? If life wasn't hard, the chaplaincy wouldn't exist. We wouldn't need to lean on each other. We wouldn't need counseling, as I discussed in my last, video. But the reality is there's something about the difficulty of life that I think we all should remind ourselves. I think we all know it, but I think we need to reflect on sometimes. And it's a simple phrase that we get the opportunity, oftentimes, to pick our hard, to choose our hard. Sure, there are things that pop up in life unexpectedly, right? Like you get in an accident, right? That you can't really do much to avoid that if somebody else is negligent or something along those lines, right? But in most things in life, there's an opportunity to preempt a difficult situation, a hard that is coming, by doing a hard now that we can control. And here's some examples, right? Working out, setting up a time in your week to dedicate to lifting or, cardio or whatever is difficult. It's tedious. But being out of shape and immobile is really hard, right? Eating the right things and cooking meals rather than going to fast food, right? Remembering to wear sunscreen. These are things that, can slip our mind. It's easier just to take the easy road and to not do the work. But illness, high cholesterol, skin cancer, these are things that are going to be way more difficult in the future. Relationally, you have marriage counseling and hard conversations with your significant other, right? That's difficult, but divorce and the legal proceedings and all the sharing of assets and all that stuff is way hard. Custody issues, hard. Speaking of children, discipline, right? And modeling good behavior and patience and gentleness and self-control to our kids so that they learn to be high character, mature adults is hard. But it's more difficult to deal with the consequences of a teen that is out of control or an adult that you see spiraling that you love, right? Work, safety procedures. It's tedious. We don't want to do the hard, to wear the hard hat, to wear the vest, whatever. But it's way more difficult to have a loved one injured or killed on the job site. It's way more hard to be fired because you aren't complying, right? There's so many different things. Back to the therapy, right? I'm going to promote it again. If there's one place that you can learn the skills and learn the areas in which you can choose an easier hard or a more controllable hard, it's by going to therapy. Seeing the ways in your life and seeing the skills you lack and how you can prepare yourself to either be more resilient in hard seasons that come or to do hard things now that will prevent the hard seasons later, right? So, rock in a hard place, eventually you got to choose one. And a lot of times moving that rock now to get out of the situation is a lot easier than getting confronted with the hard place when you run into it. And so I just want to encourage each of us today and moving forward to look at the areas in our lives where we might be taking the easy road and skimping and not doing the things we know we probably should do, and really reflect on what that consequence may be down the road that's going to cost us, because it's not easier to do the easy thing. It's actually harder just later. And so that might not be profound. You might have heard that phrase before, pick your hard. But when you're making a tough decision, you're like, man, I don't want to go to the gym. I don't want to have that conversation. I don't want to wear that hard hat. I don't want to, confront this person or scold my kid or whatever it is. Think about whether you want to engage that hard or if you want to wait for the hard that will come that isn't on your terms. Live your life on your terms. Pick your hard. That's it for today. I'm looking forward to seeing you, and if you have any questions about this, any comments, hit me up. If you got anything else going on in your life, always available 24/7. Feel free to, call me up and I'll do what I can. Appreciate y'all, and I'll see you next time.